As the weather gets warmer at last, the weight of melting ice and snow on top of buildings is really starting to cause some major damage.
From Fulton to Syracuse tonight, we're looking at problems all across central New York, and we begin with a partial building collapse on the western edge of downtown Syracuse. It happened at a 112-year-old warehouse building along the 400 block of Erie Boulevard West, right where you get on 690, just west of downtown. Plum and Tracy streets remain closed tonight, and the building will be partially demolished right away. Here's a look at the damage. About a third of the wall facing Plum Street came down just after 5 this morning. Bricks and debris were falling all day. The area is now blocked to traffic as demolition crews do site surveys, and there's been a frantic push to get demolition paperwork done. New at 5 tonight, our Laura Hand's been following the developments all day. She's live at the scene with a look at what's being done to make this area safe. Laura.
Yeah, Megan, at this point, this is all being blamed on our long February freeze and then the thaw. The ice just had no place to go, so the building kind of got pushed out. And so now the push is on to get the damaged part of this building down as quickly as possible.
We will issue a demolition permit as long as they have the proper insurance and such. An emergency letter from our office or the fire department, which has already been taken care of. And then from there, it's just a matter of getting the permit, and we will issue that as soon as we can. So the structural integrity is gone here.
Syracuse Code Enforcement Director Ken Towsley walked us through the complicated paperwork process that's being done to get the damaged walls of the building down as soon as possible. Basically,
Push them in is this way to do it. That way it's away from the right-of-ways, away from the streets, and then they can start the actual demolition, complete demolition and removal process.
Today, demolition contractors were on scene doing site surveys. The contractors will also need a waiver from Albany because of concerns about asbestos in the building.
I can't say that there is asbestos, but when we deal with any type of emergency, especially with older buildings, you always take the precaution that there is asbestos. And they will go through the procedure to deal with the asbestos removal.
It's expected that just the damaged wall facing Plum Street and part of the wall facing Erie Boulevard will come down by Thursday. The owners, Jim and Don Brang from Fayetteville, will then bring in a structural engineer to see if the rest of the structure, the 1903 era Central City Provisions cold storage warehouse, can be saved. But the priority now is to get the damaged parts down.
Because it is an emergency, and what we're asking them to do to alleviate the immediate danger, a permit will not be issued today, but the process of starting the permit will be done today.
And we do have late word now that the contracts have been signed and the equipment is now on its way to get the work going here. Now, this has been kind of a wake-up call for the city. The Code Enforcement Office is going to be monitoring another 75 buildings that may be at risk for this kind of ice damage. They will be doing inspections on those buildings starting tomorrow. We'll have more on this tonight at 6. Reporting live from Plum Street, I'm Laura Hand. Back to you.
This will be an ongoing concern until we can really get into true spring. Thank you, Laura.